So I was unsuccessful extending my visa, but no worries, we're gonna sail to Langkawi now. Just checked out, I'm picking up some carry out here. So I have some food to eat, and then we're gonna go. I think we'll get there.
I'm so glad we got that new sail cover. I can see my boat so easy now. Bright yellow sail.
All right, look at all that food. It's awesome. Tried pulling the anchor up, but it's stuck on something. So put it back on the chain stopper, and it seems, yeah, it's really on there good. So I'm just going to swim down there and see what it is. I think it's really shallow here. No worries. I might try my weight belt out though. All right, trying out the weight belt now. That'll make it easier, I think. Well, I got it up. It wasn't stuck on anything. It was just buried like 3 feet deep in the mud. I ended up just having to put the bridle back out and pull on it with the boat. But that worked. This kind of looks like another Shonen. Got the kick-up rudders, I guess. Oh wow, the front windows look like they open on that one. Okay, so I think one of the things I need to do is I need to make this piece of glass removable, because man, it is like so hot once you get in this like in the shade. Like the shade is awesome. When I come out in the sun, I'm getting sunburned. But at least I have a breeze in my face. I'm in here, it's like I'm in shade, but I'm like baking. The heat is so bad. Looks like I just held them by this one little eye bolt and sealant, so I think I can just cut it out. I think one of the nice things about this being like a home-built kit boat is whenever I take anything off, like, I mean, I know the builder was able to build it himself, and I had the plan, so theoretically I should be able to fix anything I take apart. Like there's nothing that's like should be completely out of reach for me. All right, making progress here. The bonus, we can finally clean behind here too. That breeze feels amazing, and also I got better view. No glass in front of me. All right, sails are going up. Got the main sail. Today we're gonna try the screecher. So I've got it on the screecher sheet on the winch. Let's go faster. Just keep an eye on the curling line, making sure it doesn't catch. Yeah, that sail's got some mold on it. All right, that made a mess in the cockpit there. Let's work on that. Okay, we're doing 38, 39, 40 apparent. So with the screecher, yeah, we can definitely do wind speed with this sail. Okay, yes, I let the bow spin go a little higher now. It's leaning a little to the left. Right. So I need to get this one a little snugger. That's wrapped around there. That's not great. I feel so familiar having this bright yellow head sail. It just reminds me of pickled herring. So we mostly had between 1.5 knots to 3.5 knots of wind, and the boat's just keeping up with wind speed. So there's a island way off there. I'd like to make it to there tonight and then anchor. That would be an awesome place to test out the little Smacko mini scuba face mask thing. I've always wanted to try a full face scuba regulator mask. Curious to see how it works. Eating some of that larb takeaway. Good stuff. Nice to be able to just get a bunch of carry out so I don't have to cook on the way. Although there's not much excuses on this catamaran. I should start cooking more. The Thai food's so cheap. It's so good. It's sad how much garbage there is in the water. Come on. Fishing boats here. I think they're towing nets together, but they're driving pretty erratically. They just keep getting closer and closer to me. See the squidding boats with those bright lights. There's a mooring buoy. Let's see if we can grab it. I grabbed the mooring ball and I just used a different dock line this time. I put it on the outside cleats because I didn't want to mess with taking apart running that thing through the, yeah. So we're pretty close to this, I'm not sure, mountainous island, cliff island. You can hear the waves breaking on it. But I pulled in this morning a little bit, it seemed okay. We'll set the anchor alarm just to be safe. Here we are this morning. This cool rock. Got some nice drone shots. And there's only one other little boat. Not sure if it's a fishing boat or... I just set up my my scuba thing. And this is that full face mask thing. We'll see if this works. Hopefully it works, right? I've been kicking as hard as I can. I've been kicking as hard as I can for the last 30 minutes. I got caught in the current. I'm so close to the boat, but I'm just barely making it back. Oh man. Oh my gosh, I made it. How did I not realize the current was this strong? That's crazy. Man. Okay. Oh, man. That was a big failure. I didn't realize how strong the current was, and I got over near that island really quick. And then by the time I decided it was a good idea to swim back, I had to kick as hard as I can for like 30 minutes just to make it back to the boat. I was hardly making any progress at all. But there's a lot of fish around here. It's pretty cool. Just jumping everywhere. Oh, the fish are swimming behind me. They're saying, don't leave. Never seen that before. Look at all those fish. The first dive boat just came and dropped off the divers. They dropped them off real close there. So I guess the dive boat drops them off and then goes on a mooring and then picks them up again. That's smart. Well, I tested the mask a little bit, but I feel like I need a safer spot, or at least a little more mellow space. So we're about 15 miles away from another good island with some good diving stuff, and there's a bunch of rocks. If we can go in between them, then that'll be less current, hopefully, and then I can test this this mask a little better. We can see the islands now. There's something in the water there. Alright, we got a mooring ball right there. Let's see if we can catch it. Neutral. See where it went. Oh, we might be able to get it. I gotta have this thing on there. Come on. Come on. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Why is this? Just put this together already. Come on. Got it. I see it. I see you. I see you there. I see you there. Okay, let's turn the boat. We'll try again. 2. There it is. Ah, shoot, it's going too fast. It's so hard to gauge your speed in this thing. Alright, got the mooring ball. No. We gotta collapse. We gotta collapse here, guys. Ah, darn it. Missed it. Alright, it's coming out on this side. Can we hook it? Cut myself on this. Right there for now. Alright, we're moving in the right direction. Lock right in there. Okay. Go back forward now. Alright, that's good. I'm standing on this. I think I can. See this video, okay. Alright, we got it. Hopefully that holds. Looks like a bit of current still, but at least we'll be swimming up current, so not away from it. So I just tried jumping in over here. The current is still too strong to do this safely. So I'm gonna go over to these other islands and maybe in between them. This is where we were on our way up here, and I didn't really notice much current then, so maybe the currents are not as bad in between these islands. We'll see. Okay, spot number 2. We are anchored. We're not anchored. I grabbed this mooring ball. Just gonna sit on it for a second and see if we swing into the rocks. I think we definitely have enough swing to hit those rocks. Also, can get a feel for the current here. Getting the hang of mooring the boat solo, not too bad. It's kind of hard having this freeboard, but also a nice big platform to deal with everything. Oh man, still got a lot of mud in that anchor. Should clean that off. That was interesting. Went down to 40 feet. Ran out of air pretty much right away. Yeah. Did some practice with that. Oh, I had a great dive right here. Tried out the mask, did a little free diving. I got down to 51 feet today. That's a personal best, I think. But using the rope. I'm not sure if that counts if you use the rope, but I have trouble equalizing head down. So to get very deep, I kind of gotta use the rope. But yeah, then I just snorkeled around and saw some fish and things. I think we're set up with the spinnaker here, except for I'm not sure what this line's doing here. So this is super annoying. The boom can hit the solar panels. Like, who would? I wonder if the second owners that never used the mainsail put this here. And like, I had the topping lift up, and then if the sail can't be pulled down all the way. I guess we'll just live with that for now. All right, we're parasailing. Not too difficult. That left side's wanting to collapse. Because when we pick up a little speed, it brings the apparent wind a little bit further forward. And the sail wants to go more like downwind. We've been doing pretty good on the with the parasailer here. We're up to 3 or 4 knots now, but I'm wondering if I head more on a reach and switch to the screecher if we go even faster. We're doing 4 knots, and then we got 5 knots apparent. So yeah, let's go on a reach and see how fast we get this thing to go. Come on down. There it goes. Oh, can we get the parasailer part in? What's the downside of this sail? The parasail part. Which begs the question, why did not just have a normal spinnaker? Alright. Super. Now we change the course a little more upwind. Alright, so I got that out. That's probably a little. We need. Yeah. Okay. Then we gotta bring this apparent wind forward, so. Alright, that's good. Now we're up to 5.5 knots. Super. Or 5. Well, 4.9. Okay, I changed our mind. I think it's we're faster just heading with this spinnaker straight towards this island. We don't have to go too far off course. I mean, we're only gaining like a knot or two. All right, so we're coming up on this island. It's about 5 or 6 o'clock. And the next island, I mean, I can't even see it. It would be really late by the time we got to that one. So I think we're just gonna have to anchor around here. There might be some mooring balls around there. Mooring balls. It's supposed to be some good snorkeling, so I need to go for a swim. I've just been sitting here sweating all day. I think I might be even a little sunburned. Made a little progress on one of the windows though. Getting a lot of that talk out. All right, we are moored. Man, I'm nailing it with the moorings lately. Supposedly they might come take a fee, but I don't see any other. I guess there's another boat down there. Maybe that's a national park boat over there. Whatever, we'll pay it if they come ask. Yeah, been getting the moorings pretty good. Man, I like the Mantis snap shackle hook. That really makes it a lot easier than trying to thread a rope through, and I don't have to worry about the chafing. So it's just a big snap shackle, right there, and it actually locks too, so you don't have to worry about it coming undone. All right, good morning. It's the next morning. Oh, great. I just put the parasailer up. I woke up, I was planning on going for a little swim around the reef again because it was so great, but we had some decent wind for downwind run, so I put the parasailer up. And of course, 10-15 minutes later, we have no wind at all. I should have just hung around, gone for a swim and made breakfast. Maybe the trees are just blocking the wind. Maybe it'll come back. But the wind's light enough I didn't put the mainsail up with it. I think it's okay. That dowsing sock makes it pretty easy to get it down. Okay, we're sailing a little bit now. Man, this thing needs a lot of wind to actually get that glider thing in the middle to actually fly. It's kind of hanging limp right now. Not doing anything except for making the sail heavier. And now we're moving. The rain squall came through. We got the main up. Take a little tension off that second reef. We got the jib out too. New sail cover looking fantastic. Let's look over from this side. Doing probably 8 knots now. Oh, maybe 7 knots. Got a nice yellow sail cover. All right, wind's lightening up again, so back to the screecher. I think in a few minutes we'll go back to the parasailer because the wind is kind of shifting more behind us. That's cool. I think our prop just caught on this buoy. Shoot. All right, let's go see if we can cut it off. All right, well, engine seem okay. Got the rope off pretty easily. Just so annoying they put these fish traps like right in the middle of nowhere here, you know? They're just like pieces of floating garbage, you know? Not even like a real buoy. So you just had to be like, I just went downstairs to make some food real quick, and I didn't see that on the horizon. I went down and then I screw up my pump shafts. Looks like some rain's coming. It's raining really good out there. Decided just to come inside, and we'll sail up. The wind's back down to 20 now, so we're up to 30 for a little bit. But we're pretty far off course too. Can't see out at all. Man, that's brutal. 30 knots of wind. Poor washing machine. We're doing 7 knots of boat speed with just a tiny little sliver of jib up. I'm just staying down here. Man. That little thunderstorm has passed. Yep, I got all the sails back up. That's why we're riding on that last little bit of wind. It might just go away pretty soon, we'll see. But we're doing 3 knots, so better than motoring, you know? I mean, I guess if I motored, I could do 5.5 with one motor. But I'd rather sail. They don't have to worry so much about catching on one of those fish traps, or I'm not sure, they might be like mooring buoys for them, like the fishing boats just like moor when they're not fishing. I'm not sure. It's like 140 feet deep, so I guess it's possible. A little bit choppy from all that wind earlier, but it's slowly starting to flatten out. I got both the jib and the screecher out. Seem to be working okay together. I was kind of curious if that would work. Made some potatoes and spinach and sausage for dinner. I'm keeping a really close lookout because we are just surrounded by all these buoys, fish traps and things. Ropes hanging off. Here's our island we're gonna anchor by tonight. I was gonna anchor on this side, but then I looked at the forecast and the wind might kind of come in. So I'm gonna go ahead and swing around to the other side. There's also another little island back there. Maybe that will be better. Although probably either side is doable today. It's pretty flat right now. I think this is the island we wanna go by. This is really cool. That beach looks like it might be perfect to dry the boat out on, because I need to clean the bottom kind of soon. Yeah, we'll investigate that, and then I can come back here next time and dry the boat there. So I'm trying to experiment with having like a line to pull the halyard away from the boom instead of having to take it off the sail every time, because that's pretty high to climb up there. I can just barely reach it. All right, so the first try was a little rockier than I thought, so we're gonna come around to this side. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. You can definitely see that sand over there. But I think I might go all the way to the other side. All right, anchor's down in about 9 feet of water. Sand with some rocks. And I think we got a safe distance from shore. Had to anchor a little close to this guy, but still we got plenty of distance. I don't like to crowd people's style too much. There's a few other boats around here. Wow. Let's see how the fishing boats are out already. Look how strong this current is. It's like we're in a creek. Alright, next morning, anchored here overnight. Slept great. Pretty calm anchorage, quite a bit of current. I went for a swim around the island here with the beach and walked on the beach. It was very nice. There's a little sea arch. And yeah, snorkeled a little bit. So now we're motoring. Not really any wind yet. A little bit, I'm gonna pull the Parasailing spinnaker up so I can let that dry out. This will be the last day on the trip to Langkawi, and then I I guess tomorrow we'll start headed back to Phuket again. There's Langkawi. Supposed to be some waterfalls here. Alright, coming to Langkawi. It's great. And then you're right up here. I just cleared in and out of here in Malaysia and Langkawi on the same day, which is going to save me a whole nother trip tomorrow. I'm really glad they were able to work that out. I'm all checked in. I'm back on the pickled catfish, and I met up with this Swedish guy on this wooden junk rig boat. I'm gonna have dinner with them. We all checked in together. Yeah, they had a car, so we went and got some groceries. Tomorrow I'm probably gonna go get some more groceries just to get all the stuff I probably forgot. And then back to Thailand. But man, I like Langkawi. This is a good spot. Malaysia is nice. So I found this Gang's warehouse, and I'm really glad I found it because they had Sikaflex for less than half the price I was paying in Thailand. So I stocked up on that, and I also got a big spool, 100 meters of 10 millimeter Dyneema. All right, today we fill up 20 liters of diesel, 5 gallons. You're only allowed that much per day in Malaysia because it's subsidized, but it's also really cheap. So let's see how much we can get. Maybe we can do it this morning and this evening. We will see. And that's some of the good Malaysian diesel. Today I'm gonna hike up. I think there's a waterfall up here up this mountain. Whatever, something to do. It was $2.50. All right, let's just do this. I show us 325 steps so far. I think we still got a long way to go though. Hey, there's a nice swimming spot here. Let's go for a dip and cool off. Okay, it's 4 a.m. I just woke up at 3 a.m. with an idea and I had to try it. I think this is gonna solve my whatever Cunningham little solution thing. So what I did is I needed a way to attach the reef points to tighten them up here. So what I did is I took some Dyneema and I ran it through itself. Right here, it makes like a constricting kind of thing. So I can loosen this up. Try to do it with one hand. So I loosen this up now. So I got my Dyneema, and it runs through itself and makes like a loop. And I put like just a snapshot on the end, so now this is nice and long. And then I can hook it into the reef, you know. Maybe it's a little higher, you know, it needs to be pulled down. And then I can pull this end here, and that tightens up the loop. And that'll get nice and it'll just snug itself up. And now this is nice and short and tight. And then if I need to release it, I can just pull that out and I can work this back open. But we'll see if that works. I think it will work. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week when I sail solo again all the way back to Thailand. And if you're enjoying the videos and want to support the channel, there's links in the description for how you can do that. And I've also got an option for a consultation if you want to have a chat. That's on Patreon. You can purchase that too. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.